A ver qué pueden encontrar. Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you guys a really cool lesson that I did with my class today. So this lesson is actually a part of a bigger lesson that I do that takes a couple days. That's called What Do Historians Do? And I actually already made a video about that lesson. So I'm going to leave it linked down below. So in case you want to watch like the whole thing, even though this part of the lesson I think could be stretched out to be a whole period long, right? So it just depends on how much time you have. And the PowerPoint that goes along with this will also be in the description of the video down below. So this activity is pretty simple, right? So what the students do is I give them a plate with some toothpicks and a cookie, right? So it's pretty simple. And any Chips Ahoy, especially the one with the candy is probably best, because what they have to do is they're gonna basically be like archaeologists, right? So what their goal is to try to remove all the quote unquote dirt, which is the part of the cookie that's not the chocolate chips. Try to take all that out of the chocolate chips, right? So the chocolate chips in this activity represent the artifacts that the students are finding. So that's their goal, to try to take out these artifacts very carefully out of the cookie itself, right? So that's the whole point of this. And the whole point of this is to teach them, one, how hard it is to very carefully take out these artifacts. And I tell them beforehand, you know, we talk about artifacts obviously, and I tell them how precious these artifacts are and how a lot of these artifacts are one of a kind, right? That they are literally priceless, right? One of a kind, priceless artifacts sometimes, so that archaeologists have to be very, very careful with them when they are taking these artifacts out. So that's kind of the goal of it. They have to take out these artifacts, and the kids, you know, they get very into the lesson. I think it's really cool, and of course at the end they can eat it. And it's just a way to introduce them to the idea of what artifacts are, right? So like I said, it's a part of a much larger lesson around all those history skills, those which are to collect information, to consider the information, and to communicate the information. So this is actually part of the collecting information, right? The artifacts part of this lesson is of them learning how to collect information. One of the ways, which is, like I said, getting these artifacts, right? So again, just a really fun little lesson here. So here's how the setup looks, as you guys can see here. It takes, you know, a couple minutes to set this up, so I do it before the students get here. If you have a TA, that'd be, you know, awesome to have them set it up as well. But maybe somewhere where you have some space, you know, have the toothpicks already, the cookies, the plates, enough. Maybe even, you know, so before, because I actually have a prep period in between classes this time, and a TA during my 4th period. So before I would just have even more, right? Have all whatever 90 of them already ready in the back, you know, to stack them on top of each other and have them ready to go for when it's the time to do the lesson, you know. So yeah, it's a really cool, fun lesson. Yeah, check it out, try it out.